Hey, what's up everybody? Mr. B here with Montezuma Martial Arts Academy out of Dolores, Colorado. So a couple of questions that I get often are, okay, you do a really great job with your kick tutorials and kicking exercises. What can I do to increase the power of my hand strikes? Now, outside of strength training, okay, there's a ton of things that you can do. Strength training, very obviously, I'm a huge advocate for. My wife and I run a functional fitness gym on the other side of our wall here. So strength training is something that I absolutely love and adore and feel like everybody should be incorporating into their training. Now, say you don't have access to a gym, say any number of other things, like you're a little bit more of a traditionalist and you want to just train without any weights. All right, so these are a couple of exercises that you can begin to do to increase your overall hand strike strength and speed, but without having to get the gym, like hit the gym or get the weights or make a further investment in your training if you're already like, deep into it with your studio. So one of my favorite things to always start with is our plank position. So being able to hold your position here, all right, is essential. Shoulder strength and health is going to be super, super good for you in an effort to strike fast and hard. So you want your shoulders good and strong. Now, from here, holding your plank, you want to hold this for as long as you possibly can. I like at least a minimum of 30 seconds, okay, in this high plank position. If you're just starting out, dropping down to your elbows and everything else like that is going to be just fine. But really being able to go from this high plank position is going to be essential. Then from here, we move into our side planks. Okay, again, we're just focusing right here. Okay, these are the muscles that we're worried about when we're doing our hand strikes, our deltoids. Okay, so we want to be able to reach high, we want to be able to be stable, we want to go ahead and do the other side. Okay, and we just hold, 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 hold. All right, so as long as you can. And again, if you need to drop to your elbow, totally acceptable. Now, the next thing that we're gonna do is probably one of the most underrated movements that I feel is out there today, and that is either your yoga push, like people you'll hear them call yoga push-ups, Hindu push-ups. Okay, so you're gonna move from your cobra position to your down dog position. I like to incorporate a couple of toe taps just to make the movement a little bit more interesting. But what we're doing here, okay, is we're activating the shoulders. So as I move from my down dog to my cobra, okay, or backwards, all right, I'm really forcing those shoulders to pull and push, okay? Pull and push. This is super good for your shoulder mobility. All right, also overall health, because what we're doing is just making sure that that joint is moving really well. All right, nice and easy, good, okay? And again, you can do as many or as little as you are capable of doing, but those are excellent ways to increase that overall shoulder health. Now, next thing that I like to do for my hand strikes, okay, is I like to do explosive movements. So for those of you, plyo push-ups are another way to start getting into it. So you can start with your basic push-up, always good. Plyo push-up next with a small explosion, and then into your claps. Claps, okay, require a lot of speed to be able to move from your push-up position, explode, clap, and then down again. As many as you possibly can in either or. You'll never hear me knock push-ups, they're my favorite, all right? But if you can do anywhere from 5 to 10 claps, like 3 to 4 sets of 5 to 10 clap push-ups, you're gonna have some pretty solid and fast hands. Now, the next thing that we wanna work on is our tiger push-up. So again, this is a really shoulder-heavy move. You wanna start with your hands a little bit ahead so you can drop down to your elbows and then push up. So I'm not bending, I'm letting those elbows drop and then I'm pulling myself back up, okay? As you get a little better, then you can bring those hands closer to you, okay? And move here, okay? So great way to just really, really isolate those shoulders. Now, the best way, hands down, to increase your overall shoulder and hand strike health is to practice, all right? So we're here. I always like to practice out of my horse stance because I try to maximize full body movements as much as possible. But do your strikes, all right? Full speed, boom, hard, fast, controlled, all right? You can also add some tension. So as I'm pulling back, I'm keeping my muscles tight through, okay? And simulating a band, all right? You can get bands, okay? But I just keep tight and push. And I can do this for any hand strike, outside hammer fist, outside hand sword, inside hand sword, rising elbow, okay? So I'm just intentionally keeping my muscles tight, and that's gonna help me incorporate some speed and stimulate resistance. All right, guys, until next time, train hard, fight fast, score first. Outside.